What is going on, you guys? It is me, Timotheus here, and we're back with a new video. Today we will be covering the art and making of Star Wars The Force Unleashed, or at least a portion of it. And this is pretty cool coming from Hayden Christensen, Anakin Skywalker himself. He gives a little excerpt about this, and this is what he thinks. Okay. This is his story, I guess. The first time I met George Lucas for the role of Anakin Skywalker in the Star Wars movies, I was invited to Skywalker Ranch. This was no small thing. When I was 12 or 13, my parents, who were becoming more and more aware of my interest in movies, coincidentally had given me a book called George Lucas, The Creative Impulse. I was already a fan of Star Wars, but upon reading this book, I learned about some of George's other creative endeavors. His Skywalker Ranch and LucasArts and their video games were two that really struck me. Now, I was 18 years old, walking up the steps of the main house at Skywalker Ranch, going to meet George Lucas, although I was a little overwhelmed. I guess I did something right, because not long after that trip, I received a call that still seems surreal. George was offering me the chance to portray Darth Vader. Almost 10 years may have passed since that day, but it's still hard to believe that I'm fortunate enough to be part of the Star Wars saga. I lived in the Star Wars universe only for a short time, as long as it took to produce Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith at Skywalker Ranch and the Letterman Digital Arts Center in San Francisco. Hundreds of people, who I think must be some of the luckiest in the world, get to devote their time to telling new Star Wars stories and working with George on new ways to bring Star Wars to fans like you and me. Oh, what it was a good time, guys! This was back when we were doing good with Star Wars. Anyway, let's continue. For the past 4 years, many of them have been working on Star Wars: The Force Unleashed, a truly remarkable addition to the saga. Now, this came out into this book came out in 2007. What Hayden Christensen is saying here is it came out. He said this in September of 2007. You're about to take an amazing journey through the creation of this incredible video game, which is every bit as fascinating and sometimes perilous as the route the movies took during their production. As you'll find out, whether it's a movie or a video game, creating a new Star Wars story is never easy, but it is worthwhile. LucasArts has been making amazing video games for more than 25 years. And this was in 2007 when he said this, so that's crazy. But this one really is special. It's the first time that a video game has directly addressed what many call the Star Wars canon. The story of The Force Unleashed picks up where Episode 3 left off. One of my favorite moments. How could putting on the Darth Vader mask not be a favorite moment? And leads directly into Episode 4. Although I've been playing video games for many years now, this is the first one I want to play, not just to get the full on-gameplay experience, but to actually watch and enjoy the story it tells. The talented team that created The Force Unleashed has spent perhaps as much time worrying about getting the story right as perfecting the gaming experience. Remember that? Remember that we were focusing on getting the story right for this game. Anyway, all in all, this is an extraordinarily experience, whether you look at it as just a game or as a Star Wars event We're on the cusp of major changes in the entertainment world, just as movies, radio, and TV did before them. Video games are becoming a permanent part of the entertainment landscape. I don't think anyone's really surprised anymore to hear me say I stayed home to play a game, and as games become more and more sophisticated, and The Force Unleashed lets you do some really incredible things, there's going to be an even bigger change. As you explore the genesis of The Force Unleashed in these pages, I think you're going to see why it's such an exciting time to be a gamer and a Star Wars fan. There's a saying around Lucasfilm that Star Wars is forever. And The Force Unleashed certainly shows that there's an amazing future ahead for an epic story that is a very special part of my life. Signed by Hayden Christensen in September 2007. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Let me know what your favorite Star Wars game is. Who's your favorite character? And leave a like, comment, subscribe. I've been about this. You've been awesome. And
join the TIMPYRE.